of my friends have asked me for good quinoa recipes, so here it goes. I think quinoa is a lot like a Christmas tree. It needs ornament. And by ornaments, I mean a good combination of other ingredients, such as crunchy, sweet, salty, chewy, for example, raisins and butternut squash, cucumber, almonds, and a very good salad dressing. If you feel frustrated because your quinoa tastes kind of bland, you need to add a lot of other ingredients to make it really taste yummy. The first time I had quinoa, it tasted like that, very bland by itself with maybe a little sweeteners, and I stayed away from it for a long time. But now I know how to make it really delicious. When you cook quinoa, you treat it like a rice. So we have 1 cup of quinoa, and we're going to add 2 cups of liquid. But before we do that and start cooking it, we need to rinse it really good because otherwise it can be bitter. So I just add a little water and swish it with your fingers up until the water runs really clear, like 2 or 3 times. Once it starts boiling, we're going to lower the temperature and simmer it for 20 minutes. In the meantime, let's prepare the dressing and prep our vegetables. Bell pepper. We're going to need scallions. Okay. Alright. Got our stuff. So let's start with our dressing. We're going to need apple vinegar, apple cider vinegar, 1.5 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, which is so good for you. Then we add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, dry cumin, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 4 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'm just going to eyeball it here. I like to get my butternut squash, and then once you peel it and clean it and chop it, you can divide it in different bags, Ziploc bags, and put it in the freezer. Adds a lot of natural sweetness to soups and salads and just about anything. We're not going to use the seeds. We're just going to cut it all around it and get rid of that middle part. Make a bundle. Okay, I don't want my almonds to burn. So when I smell them, I transfer them to another plate. 20 minutes have passed. Now I remove my quinoa to a cooler place and let it sit for 5 minutes. While we're waiting for the quinoa to rest 5 minutes, I assembled all the rest of the salad ingredients, which were the butternut squash, parsley, the raisins, the cucumber, the red bell pepper, and the scallions. If you don't have raisins, you can use apricots, you can use dry mango, you can add whatever you like. All right, so it's been 5 minutes and our quinoa has rested. Now we can fluff it carefully with a fork. See? Ooh. I'm just going to add half of it first. And toss it carefully. And let's try our delicious quinoa salad. It really is very good. My husband, who's a meat lover, he liked it a lot. Kaniwa, it's very similar to quinoa, but it's got more texture, it's crunchier, and you don't need to rinse it. So I'm going to use my electric rice cooker. It's really convenient because all you have to do is just measure ingredients, dry and wet, push a button, and it's done.
Kaniwa.
1 cup of kaniwa and 2 cups of coconut milk. A pinch of salt, and it will cook up in about 15 to 20 minutes. The salad dressing for our kaniwa salad. We're going to need the juice and zest of 1 lime or lemon, one teaspoon of soy sauce, half a teaspoon of honey, one garlic clove, finely minced, garlic clove, and 3 tablespoons of olive oil. The thing I like about working with ribbons when you make carrots is that it's so easy, especially if you go up and down instead of just one way. You just go up and down. If you don't have access to different color carrots, with the orange carrots are my favorite. That color is just so beautiful. Because like my ancestors would say, it all starts with the eyes. And if what you're eating it's beautiful and pretty, and usually color plays a big part, then you'll eat it. Even if it's quinoa. This will make a nice snack instead of buying a donut when I go to the mall. Well, maybe I'll buy a donut still. Brussels sprouts. And delicious pineapples to the salad. Okay, so I'm going to rinse these. Add tarragon because it's grown really nice in my backyard, and I like tarragon. Leaves. It has a licorice smell. It's kind of delicate. So we're going to need about 1/3 of a cup. I think this recipe will go really good with cilantro. So either use cilantro or tarragon or parsley, but not all of them, okay? So pick one. And for extra crunchiness, I'm going to add 2 stalks of celery that I already pre-washed. Bundle them. Our Kaniwa is done. We fluff it with a fork. We're going to add our celery. Our Brussels sprouts. Our ribbons of carrots. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is this? It's like a party. Our raisins, our cranberries, our pine nuts, and the fresh taro. Toss them. And try every layer. Every time you're cooking, you gotta add salt and pepper to every layer that you're doing. Salt, pepper, and we're ready to add our Kaniwa. Kaniwa. It's hard to believe that these teeny little dots are so full of protein and fiber and nutrition. But that's what they are. That's what they fed the Incas before they sent them to war. You're eating a salad and you don't even know that there's protein there. There you go, folks. Quinoa and Kaniwa, the salads of the future. I love the dressing. Try it.